Scott just made the point.
Jefferson, you'll read to be a lot more secure, not just.
Well, my friends, as we all know, it's a foregone conclusion that once the economic, foreign policy, and racial healing glories of the Obama miracle are over, well, the American people will be lined up outside the polling booths in 2016 just the way they do before Black Friday. A mad rush to pull the levers to keep this awesome skill, competence, and political honesty rolling, and amid the occasional trampled senior citizen or crushed child, small price to pay, really, they'll start tearing at each other's clothes and hair and wrestle ballots away from each other in order to be the first person on their block to vote for who everybody knows will be the next president, Madam Hillary Clinton. Now, obviously, in order to seal this victory, you can't simply pander to those outlying groups like, say, oh, the urban poor or the limousine liberal or another American fringe group like, women. No, you have to stoutly, steadily, and frequently hammer your core constituency, your base. And for Hillary Clinton, it goes without saying, that base is the rural, white, male, country western fan who votes Hillary in biblical flood numbers. So let's bring in Steve Green and Scott Ott to watch what must surely be, for we conservatives, the final nail in the coffin of our dreams of a Republican president. Now, lads, I suppose we can probably just go right ahead now and just kind of hang up our swastika armbands and put up our pointy white hats. Just get it over with right now, because the single greatest political ad of all time has been released, and there's nothing for us to do but watch it and weep. So go ahead and roll our execution theme, gentlemen.
And now it's 2016, and this time I'm thinking, guys, put your boots on and let's smash this ceiling. Oh, I've been thinking about one great lady like the women in my life. She's a mother, a daughter, and through it all, she's a loving wife. Oh, there is something about her, this great lady, caring, hardworking, once a first lady. She fights for country and my family. Now it's time for us to stand up with Hillary.
She fights for country, all right. Which country? That's the question. And that profile, by the way, is suitable for the coins that will be minted as soon as the Hillary presidency arrives. Now, Steve, I'm an experienced television professional with 6 years of on-camera experience and more than 100 public speaking events behind me. I say that only because I don't want any amateurs out there to try to do what I, as a seasoned veteran, am barely able to do here, which is namely continue this segment with a straight face. So, Steve.
Thank you. I was so going to crack. I love.
I'm not finished. Steve, I'm not finished.
Wait.
I'm not finished.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Steve.
Yes.
Steve, when listing Hillary's qualifications for the job, the first things we hear are that she's a mother. Okay. And she's a daughter. Wow, a daughter. No kidding. What a remarkable achievement for a career woman. So unusual to find women who are somebody's daughters these days, actually, here in America. And finally, she's a loving wife. A loving wife to whom, Steve? Is there somebody here that we're not aware of? I need some help. Clue me in here if you possibly can.
Bill, please, drop the snark. We are witnessing real progress here. You know, when I was born over 45 years ago, a woman in this country couldn't grow up to be a daughter. And here we have Hillary Clinton, 67 years old, almost 69 in 2016. And she's a daughter, Bill.
That's an amazing achievement.
Daughter.
We should all be proud that we could have daughters in America today. Mm-hmm.
And this thing about making fun of her for being a loving wife, you look at Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton when they're together, and you will not see more affection, more warmth, more raw animal chemistry. The only place you can go to find more of those things is search on Google for wedding photos of Liza Minnelli and David Guest.
I was actually going to say that if you're really looking for a loving husband and wife relationship, you really would have to go at least to Michelle and Barack Obama in the presence of the Finnish prime minister while taking selfies at Nelson Mandela's funeral. If you're really find the kind of love that we're talking about, that kind of deep soulmate connection that makes her such a loving wife. Now, Scotty, you as an investigative reporter told us something interesting in our weekly phone conference call where we talked about this video. Now, I checked the video this morning. Comments for this video have been disabled by the Stand With Hillary channel. That's probably because they got so many gushingly positive reviews that Hillary herself got embarrassed by all the praise because you know what a modest wallflower she is. So as I write this, the video has over 800,000 hits. And when I checked earlier, it had 9 thumbs up and 3 thumbs down. And no, those are gone too. So do you think that the overwhelming positive response to this video, Scott, has crashed the server? Is that why you think they turned the comments off and that sort of thing?
Yeah, well, I've been thinking about one great lady myself.
Oh, no.
And actually, she's the First Lady of New Jersey. I've been thinking about one big gentleman that goes along with that First Lady.
Sing it, brother.
He's a husband and a son.
He's a son.
And a lawyer like Hillary Clinton. I think, you know, it's interesting
Let's
because...
put our boots on. Let's put our boots on and vote for that guy, whoever he may be, that Eastern intellectual. Yeah, I'm for him.
It's interesting because when I first went to see this video, I heard about it thanks to our buddy Iowa Hawk and on Twitter. And so then I went to it. I actually wrote a little piece about it for pjmedia.com. And at that time, and this was 2.5 weeks after the video had been released, there were a total of 344 views on that thing. And I thought, oh my goodness, what kind of marketing do you have to do to get it up to 344 views? I mean, that's
in 3 weeks.
344 in 2.5 weeks. That's almost 20 views a day. Do you realize what it takes to reach 20 people on YouTube? So that was stunning. Now, I don't know what happened in the meantime. As you say, they seem to have monkeyed around with the mechanism a little bit. But I do know that Hugh Hewitt and some other conservatives began talking about this video, and somehow it went from 344 views to 850,000 views. And I got to tell you, I am the target market for that song, and I hadn't been thinking about a Hillary Clinton presidency before now. But I love me some country music and motorcycles and big red barns and American flags and cornfields and stuff. I'll have to give it some thought now.
She's the person that will eliminate all of those things. You know, folks.
Including thought.
Yeah, I had to look at the very first shot of this video again, but if you roll it again, here's the very first thing you see are cowboy boots walking on the ground. Now look at that. It's only a few seconds. But my friends, that is not a cowboy swagger. Those boots walking across the ground is the way a soldier walks in those delicate, careful, mincing steps when he's walking across a minefield. That's how you walk across a minefield. By the way, the logo on that truck was blurred out because if it was a Ford, let's say, they're never going to sell a Ford truck again. You know, people talk about the inevitability of Hillary Clinton, but once you realize just how unrelentingly tone-deaf, nasty, and unlikable this person is, you're going to come to see what I've been saying all along. The only thing inevitable about Hillary Clinton is that she will inevitably not make it through the Democratic primaries, I'm telling you. For PJTV, I'm Hillary Clinton supporter Tex McWelfare.